Welcome into the house that Jerry built, Cowboys Stadium, where tonight the New York Jets are taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And joining me in the booth tonight, Rick Jordan. How you doing, Rick?
Doing pretty good today, Steven. This historic day here for the football sim league. Just a great time to be in the booth.
It is. And tonight, the thing you got to watch for, this Cowboy rushing attack has been dangerous this season.
Yeah, Vidar Lund has been in a category of in just himself. Honestly, it's pretty much just him at the top. I mean, through 2 games, he is leading the league in rushing yards by about 162 yards. Just unprecedented dominance he has displayed so far this season, and probably helped the Cowboys get to 2-0 really on his back.
And on the Jets side, The big storyline of this season so far for them, they're looking not only at the season 1 here, they're building for the future.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, being obviously the most trade-heavy team so far this season, 6 trades already they have gone through, giving up top star players, Jared Titonis. I mean, one of the CFSL's best wide receivers we've ever seen, a record holder in multiple categories, and Dowdy Dowell, pretty much all for defense. I mean, I'm not going to blame them, though. Getting Wyatt King on this squad is going to be a huge get for them, but let's see if it pays off tonight against the Cowboys.
And starting this game off, Freeman will bring it out. And like we said, this Cowboy offense centers around the run game. But the play from the quarterback, Valiant Siege, tonight, it centers around him. He's got to be productive. He doesn't get very many passing attempts, but he's got to make the most of them.
Yeah, he is obviously the best rushing quarterback so far in the league. We've seen him use his legs a lot. I expect him to use them a lot tonight.
And it will be a run play for the first play of tonight's game, as Lund's going to pick up 6 yards.
Yeah, Vidar Lund, you're going to see a lot of ducking and weaving from him tonight as he hopes to really just kind of continue on with that rushing title that he has right now, in his grasp pretty firmly. So this Jets defense, this newly constructed Jets defense, is really going to have their work cut out for them, all through the evening.
So he's going to do a quick pass this time out to Ramirez as they get closer to the first down. Offensive line is going to be a big thing, too, for this team.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out a way to really hold off this terrifying linebacker core for the Jets. I spoke to Coach JoJo before the game, just asking him what he thought about his, this match against the Cowboys, and he said, obviously, they are one of the toughest teams in the league, but he thinks their linebacking core can really hold them.
Leon Siege going to drop back for the pass this time. He will find Conley over the middle. They're going to pick up the first down and more here, as Conley's going to get 15 yards.
Yeah, Ray Conley, I mean, obviously one of the most, productive wide receivers. I mean, I know I talked about Jared Titonis earlier, but the dominance he showed in the CFSL is something else. A 2-time All-American at Texas, and it looks like they're going to go right back to him. He's got to love playing in front of this home crowd here in his home state. So Siege going to the air this early is really interesting, but if this Jets defense is going to give him these passes over the middle, he's going to have to take advantage the entire game.
Yeah, Siege right now only 19 pass completions on the season. Doesn't have very many more pass attempts. He's really been active in giving the ball to Loon, as they're going to come out with 2 running backs in the backfield this time. They'll run the read option, and Siege going to break 1 tackle, keeps it moving upfield. He is going to pick up 4 on that play.
Yeah, great job. Honestly, almost breaking the second tackle. Blue McFadden did a great job getting back to Bailey on and really holding him down from picking up more. I mean, he can do damage on the ground. I mean, this is a former Alabama quarterback we're talking about, who, was one of the most prolific dual threat quarterbacks in the CFSL in his playing time there. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep up this, running back quarterback duo. I mean, they've done really well this season with them, and I think they're going to continue doing that tonight.
Yeah, both these teams really loaded with CFSL talent. Seeing them in the Pro League now, great to see these guys once again making their names known. As Siege in the shotgun, got to hand it off to Loon. Going off the left side, breaks 1 tackle, gets out about 7 yards, maybe 8, as he is going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, real funny. Loon is just this guy. He loves contact. He had it looks like he had that outside run in that running room out there for him, but he's the kind of guy that wants to take on these defenders. He knows how good this linebacker core for the Jets is, and he really wants to stand up against them. Guys like Wyatt King, guys like Jackson Morrow and Austin Blair, his former teammate. I mean, I know we really haven't talked about that, but the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys just completed a trade this past week. Guys that have trained with each other, just a week prior are now playing against each other.
And this time, Siege coming out with nobody in the backfield with him. Going to take a drop back. Will complete the pass to Lewis, as it's actually going to be called incomplete. He was out of bounds when he caught the ball, and that's a tough break there. They needed yards there on first down.
Yeah, Scooby Lewis, another Texas native here, playing, in front of his home state, in front of probably some guys that, some people that watched him play at Texas. And obviously he's more of a primarily a kick returner, even though they're using Houston Freeman a lot this season. He's struggled to really get the ball in his hands and keep it in bounds.
Siege in the backfield with Loon. They're going to go to the shotgun, and this one's not going to get work. O'Donnell gets the sack, and he was in there quick.
Yeah, third sack of the season so far for Thomas O'Donnell, just really getting off the edge. Siege tried to run where the blocking was given it to him, but just O'Donnell, just a force of nature right there on that defensive line, just gets right to him and brings him down for the sack. Huge play by this Jets defense.
Tough position now for the Cowboys to be in. We've talked about them being a running team to start this game, and really they've controlled the clock. They've almost burned 5 minutes off to start this game. Coming out in the shotgun, Siege with Loon to his right. Going to take a step back, setting up the screen, and he's got nowhere to go. He's going to go down again as Reynolds going to pick up a sack this time.
The free safety out of OSU brings him down for his first sack of the season. I mean, this is exactly what the Jets need to do. They have been making trades non-stop this season to bring in players to make this defense top tier. And this is exactly what they want to do. This Cowboys team is used to having these small yardage downs. And if they can get them in these long third and long, second and long chances, they have a really good chance to, really let their offense shine here tonight.
Johnson bringing out the punt. He is going to pick up a few there. And now we get to see Ray Tatum come out and see what he can do.
Yeah, Ray Tatum. I mean, I've talked about these Texas guys on Dallas, but now we got the Texas guy, Ray Tatum, Offensive Player of the Year and All-American 2 times. Never been done before, probably never to be done again. This guy is in a league all his own, but he has struggled this year so far.
And Tatum will drop back on the first pass, finds Riggins out of the backfield to make it 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and Riggins obviously came over on a trade from Pittsburgh. I mean, just a fantastic player. They replaced him. Dowdy Dowell wasn't his spot, but now Riggins, the A&M player, is here playing in Texas once again. Really, really fun to see these Texas players playing in front of some, probably family and friends who watch them playing in college and get to see them play even more.
This time, Tatum comes out in the strong eye. It's going to be a pass out to Stern. He's going to catch it. He's going to bring a tackle. Keeps going down the field. Gets it about down to the 2-yard line. And
what a play by Sawyer Stern. He is leading the league right now in receiving yards, and that is exactly why. This tight end has speed. He has hands. He has everything you want in the position, and he can do things like that. And that's exactly why you want a guy like him on this squad. And, honestly, we talk these Jets trades, this Jets defense, but if this offense can really put things together for the defensive side of the ball, this offense is really going to have a chance to shine. I mean, these are the 2 highest scoring offenses in the league right now.
And a lot of people coming into this week were questioning what exactly was going on in the New York Jets front office. And right now, they are showcasing that they have made the right moves. They know what they're doing. Tatum going to come out in the I form this time, hand it off to Riggins, who's going to try to barrel forward, ends up losing about a yard that time.
Yeah, not much you can do on that one. You have Clyde Pepino coming off the edge. In this defensive line, there's only a few players from the Cowboys defensive line that really make up, a big part of it. But they can do damage if given the chance, if they can get off this line.
Coming back out in the goal line set. Riggins in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Scott, the fullback, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, once again, these outside runs, it looks like the Jets, and we saw the Cowboys do it a little bit earlier, going to be struggling if they keep trying to rely on that outside run tonight. You need to push it up the middle a good bit. Riggins isn't a quick back, but he needs some blocking to really get where he needs to go.
2 backs in the backfield with Tatum as he's going to drop back this time on 3rd and goal. It's going to fall incomplete, brings up 4th and goal, and really stalls out a great drive for the Jets.
Yeah, just a heartbreak drive here early for the Jets, really hoping to put some points that matter on the board. We can still go after, send Fryer Cook out here to just add to that field goal total for the season, put points on the board. That's what really matters right now. But, the Jets offense really needs to take advantage of any situation they get. The Cowboys have one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, I think it's very easy to say they are the best offense. your defense is not going to get too many chances to shut them down tonight. So you really have to start taking more advantage of that.
And Cook does knock down the field goal. So the Jets take a 3-0 lead. Cook, remember, he's kind of a legend in the CFSL. He was a kicker for Auburn, had a great career there, now making his name known in the pros. And now we get to see, does this Cowboy offense have what it takes to come back and answer?
Yeah, and we'll see what they do on this drive. Hopefully we see more of Vidar Lund. You know, he is one of, I mean, obviously you can't talk enough about how talented he is. And flag on the play on this one, looks like.
And it might be Houston Freeman's kick coming back now, as it looks like Carter going to be involved on that flag. And it is a clipping call on the Cowboys. So this one should be coming back to about the 20-yard line. Tough break for the Cowboys. They need to get an offensive drive going here.
Yeah, and something that I didn't really notice before the game, you know, really wanted a chance to sit down with Coach Clutch and really talk to him about that. But Houston Freeman is their kick returner this season, the tight end. They have Scooby Lewis on their squad, the All-American kick returner from Season 7 in the CFSL. Very curious choice on that depth chart.
It will be a handoff to Loon to start this drive, and he's going to get stopped for a 2-yard loss. Reynolds making his name known early here tonight.
Yeah, just kind of starting to pile up these tackles for loss. You know, had a sack earlier and then getting a big tackle for loss here on Loon. Just doing a great job really holding this offense down in the early goings of this game. And if they can keep this up, they're really going to have a good chance to get some good field position for their offense on this next drive.
2nd and 12, just about 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Siege comes out in the shotgun set. He'll take the snap as a quick pass out to Ramirez, who's nearly broke one tackle, but he is going to pick up 4 yards on that reception.
Yeah, good job just getting the positive yardage. You got to take what the defense is going to give you. And, you know, honestly, I mean, by the end of this game, it's still really early, but, you know, we're seeing a lot of positive things from this newly formed Jets defense. We're seeing a lot of really great plays so far tonight. Marcellus Burney on that last tackle, All-American LSU. Plenty of talent on this defense. I mean, you've got multiple All-Americans. I mean, it's just a fantastic, fantastic defense.
As now 3rd and 8. Siege going to come out in the shotgun once again. Takes the snap, drops back, looks across the middle of the field. He will find Houston Freeman, the big tight end. He's got a big one here. He's going to rumble down to about the 27-yard line. Great pitch and catch from Siege to Freeman.
Yeah, and it looks like tonight is going to be the story of the tight ends on both sides. You have Houston Freeman for Dallas making huge plays over the middle right there. And on 3rd and 8, really when the team needed him to, getting down almost to the red zone. And on the other hand, you have Sawyer Stern making big plays like that himself. So I'd like to see these tight ends involved in the passing game like that, maybe in the red zone, if we could see him involved more.
You see the tight ends used a lot in the passing game in the CFSL, making it known that they're going to be used the same here in the Pro League, as now Cowboys in business, looking to take the lead and not settle for a field goal. 1st and 10, 4:30 and counting in the first quarter. Siege in the shotgun, going to hand it off to Loon, who's going to take it off the right side, breaks one tackle, keeps it moving, and he is going to go in for the touchdown.
Just an insane halfback counter. I mean, just the moves on Vidar Lund. I mean, it's just something I've never seen before. The way he plays the game. I mean, we saw him succeed in the CFSL, but to succeed at this level, just far above all these other halfbacks that we've seen so far. I mean, and he's just adding to that total. He has 7 touchdowns now, you know, well above anybody else in the league, as well as his rushing total, which is just going to keep accumulating throughout this game. I mean, easily player of the year potential so far in the early goings of this season.
And the Jets were able to keep Lund in check for most of the game here midway through the first. He finally breaks free, and now the Cowboys with a 7-3 lead. And really just impressive big plays from the Cowboys here in this drive. They had the big one to Freeman, the 27-yard run by Loon, and really the Cowboys are just in business now. They've got to get their defense to show up, as the Jets are going to be itching to get to get more points on the board here.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the Cowboys really want the Jets to go to the air. I mean, they have Thor Odinson, they have Jack Frost. You know, Thor is leading the league in INT so far. Frost right behind him, tied for second with 2. So this secondary, this defense of the Cowboys is pretty ferocious. Really, the more I look over it, the more ferocious it looks. And recently acquired Tyler Jones-Drew and Caden Blair from the Jets.
Ray Tatum comes out in the single back set. He will drop it off to Stern, who's going to pick up the first down after stumbling through a tackle and able to fall for about another 4 yards.
Yeah, just a great job making something out of what looked like nothing there at first. I mean, I was, pegging that for like a, gain of 5, gain of 6, but he manages to make positive yardage after the catch and then get the first down with a few extra yards in there. Just a great play. I mean, like I said, these tight ends are really going to be the X factor for both teams tonight.
Ray Tatum in the huddle right now. You got to be wondering, they did pick up Tim Riggins. Is he going to be used a little more here tonight? As now they will come back out in the single set with Riggins in the backfield. Sims James in motion. Riggins going to get it. He's going to get stopped immediately as coming in on the tackle. Peters immediately didn't even get touched and was able to get the tackle for loss.
Yeah, real exciting. Ollie P. Peters sighting here in the first. I mean, one of the most dominant players I ever watched in my time in the CFSL, making a huge impact for this Cowboys defense here tonight. I mean, we're going to see a lot of that as this night goes on. And like I said, this secondary is probably one of the best in the league.
Ray Tatum now going to come out in the shotgun look with nobody in the backfield. He's going to drop back under a ton of pressure, and he's getting sacked this time. Odinson's going to get the sack this time.
Yeah, Odinson, 3 INT so far this season. First sack, just add it to the stats right here. This man is on a mission to really make his place, maybe defensive player of the year. He really, really wants to make a mark on this game tonight, as now the Jets really have their work cut out for them on 3rd and 20 here.
3rd and 20, and Ray Tatum's got to find a way to pick it up here as we're getting close to 2 minutes in the first quarter. Going to come out in a 5-receiver look. He will take the shotgun snap, drops back, had a little bit of pressure, able to find Stern once again, couldn't quite pick up the full 20 yards.
Yeah, you really can rely on Stern for a lot. I mean, he's almost got 100 receiving yards so far, but that was almost an impossible task, picking up that first down on that long 3rd down. And now the Jets are going to have to punt it back to this terrifying Cowboys offense that, if one thing we know they can do with this run game is then run the clock. So honestly, any chance you have to really keep your drives going, it's exactly what you want to do, because this Cowboys offense is terrifying. They are ferocious, and they do not stop.
Cowboys this season leading the league right now in points per game, as this drive will start up in a pretty good field position for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and on the punt return there, Jack Frost. Exciting time seeing him out there. The 3-time All-American. Not many can make that claim, if any. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see this Cowboys offense once again.
Siege in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Loon, who's going to run up the middle. And got pretty good yardage there through the middle of the line. Picks up 9.
Just punching forward. That is what Loon does. If he can dodge those tackles, he will. He loves to run up the middle and then find those gaps right there. But if he has to beat someone, he's going to take them with him. If it's 5, 6, 9 yards like these runs, he's going to be doing that all night long.
Coming out in the 1-back set with Loon behind him. Going to have the pitch off to the right side. Breaks 1 tackle. Made a for sure tackle for loss into no gain. Good job by Loon to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just a great job by the defense for really stopping him on that one. They know how hard of a runner this man is, and they were able to stop him and keep it 3rd and 1.
And with that, that is the end of the first quarter. It's 7-3, the Cowboys over the Jets. And we're going to get right back into second quarter action here, as Siege has just been doing a great job getting the Cowboys down the field. It's been really a pretty balanced attack from the Cowboys tonight.
Yeah, we've actually seen a good bit of passing from Siege. Not really something we've seen too much this season. Only 31 pass attempts in his first 2 games.
And it will be a pitch to Loon, who's going to get stopped in the backfield. Reynolds, once again, I believe that's his 3rd tackle for loss here tonight.
Nicholas Reynolds just making that presence felt. The former Buckeye, I mean, just being a nightmare for this backfield for the Cowboys, just all over Loon tonight. And he's going to be feeling pretty good. They're really giving their offense a chance to put some points on the board and stop this ferocious Cowboys offense.
Jasper Johnson getting the return. He will bring it out to about the 33-yard line before he gets knocked out of bounds. And now Ray Tatum and Tim Riggins bring this offense back onto the field and try to get something going.
And Steven, honestly, Tatum, just this guy has endless talent. He has got to right the ship at some point.
And Tatum will bring him out in the 5 wide. Under a little bit of pressure, finds Sellers over the middle. And he will pick up 18 there on the first down play.
And the Cornhusker getting a big catch and first down here for the Jets. Great play right here. Putting aside all the rivalries here in the pros, as Tatum, the Texas native, throwing to a Nebraska player right there. Really fun to see. And honestly, Tatum leads the league in passing yards, but he's got to find a way to really, get these touchdowns. Only 3 touchdowns to 2 INTs so far this season.
13:30 left in the half. Coming out in the I form. Tatum taking the snap, going to hand it off to Riggins, who's going to go up the middle. Tried to break 1 tackle, but he gets stopped after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, I understand, wanting to go to Riggins. We need to really get him going. You want to get this run game going so it can open up things for this pass game. But you're going to have to figure out ways to get him involved in a way that's more productive than that. I mean, 2 yards is 2 yards. Obviously, positive yardage is always what you want to go for. But they've got to figure out a way to pull some big plays together.
This time, Tatum out, the strong guy, going to hand it back off to Riggins, who's going to try the middle again. Picks up 4 that time.
Yeah, honestly, I really got to commend the Cowboys defense on that one. They saw the hole in the middle of the line and managed to collapse around it and bring him down. That easily could have gone for 10 or 12 yards right there. But these Cowboys, these linebackers, really just able to kind of get to where the ball is really efficiently.
The Jets trying to control the clock. Tatum going to take the shotgun snap. Takes a shot over the middle, and McClung's going to get the reception for 10 yards.
The former Cowboy himself making a big play for the Jets here. Hopefully, Coach doesn't regret that trade just yet as the Jets pick up a fresh set of downs. I mean, pretty exciting here for the Jets, really stringing together some plays, getting multiple first downs. Hopefully, they can keep this drive alive and keep it going.
1st and 10 for Tatum and the Jets as they are moving their way down the field, trying to take the lead here and have a shot at going into halftime with the lead. Tatum going to come out in the 1 back set with Riggins set behind him. Going to take the snap and it's going to be Johnson who's going to get the handoff as he will get stopped after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, great job by Champ Taylor really getting to the running back before anything can happen on that one. The former FSU player on that one does a great job. And Jasper Johnson has struggled this season, really, kind of getting anything out of these runs. He is only 6 for 9 this season, but 2 touchdowns.
Tatum in the 1 back, going to hand it back off to Johnson, who's going to take a stutter step, and that pretty much does it for the run. He's going to pick up 3 yards that time.
Great job, Jack Frost getting to the halfback once again and bringing him down. Going to be a 3rd and 6 here. Going to be curious what the Jets go to. They've really succeeded when they've gone to the air so far tonight. Very curious why they haven't been doing that more. Maybe get Sawyer Stern involved right here once again.
10 minutes till halftime. Tatum going to take the snap. Looks to Riggins in the backfield, and it's going to be close. It looked like he may have gotten it there. Looks like they will bring the chains out, and it's going to be a few inches short here.
Yeah, curious. We'll see what the play call here is by the Jets. Maybe they go for it. Maybe they try to punch it forward and get a fresh set of downs here. And it looks like that might be exactly what they're going to do.
Tatum still on the field, so it looks like Jets are going to go for it here on 4th and inches as We'll see if they break the huddle. Time starting to run down on the play clock.
Yeah, interesting. You got to give it to the refs. Made a good spot on that one. It is going to be well short, but it looks like they are going to bring the offense out here to try to punch it forward. Oh, no, here comes the field goal kicker, Fryer Cook.
Yeah, a late change of pace brings out the field goal unit. So 4th and inches, as they're still going to let that play clock run down a little bit. And Cook gets the kick up, and it is good. So they're going to chip away at that lead. Dallas now leading 7-6.
Yeah, great job by Cook, just knocking it through the uprights. Had a few more yards on that one too, honestly. And yeah, the Jets defense really just has to keep up the great work they've been doing so far here tonight, holding this Cowboys offense to only 1 touchdown through the first quarter and a good bit into the second. So if they can keep that up, they're going to have some success here. But this defense cannot relent any.
Well, coming into tonight, we talked about how the Cowboys have scored a lot of points this season. They've scored 90 points coming into tonight. Remember, though, the Jets have scored 76. They can score just as much. They've just got to find their rhythm here, as this one's going to be brought out across the 25. And now Bailey on Siege has got to find a way to get this offense going again. They found a lot of success that first drive. They've got to get it going again.
Yeah, they've been going to the run game a lot. That can open the passing game. They've got to start throwing it some.
And it will be a handoff to Loon this time, as he's going to pick up 6 on the first down carry, and really sticking with the game plan tonight for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and you talked a lot about these two offenses not having, or the two teams not having issues scoring the ball. Very interesting. Dallas is at the very bottom of the league in one thing, and that is field goals. They have only kicked 2 field goals so far this season.
Siege going to take the shotgun snap, drops back, looks to the outside. Scooby Lewis almost had the reception, but couldn't hang on as he took a shot.
Yeah, that's his second catch attempt tonight, and both of those dropped. The first one probably close to being out of bounds, that one a drop. He has yet to get his second catch of the season. Only 1 catch for 2 yards so far from the former All-American, kick returner, obviously, but still playing at that kind of level. I'd like to see him involved a little bit more in the passing game, maybe in the kick return game as well, heading forward.
Siege in the shotgun step with Lund to his right. Looked like for a minute he was going to try to do a handoff, decided to keep it, and he got the ball knocked out of his hand as he was throwing.
Yeah, just a fantastic job by this defensive end. I couldn't tell if that was Gallo or Gregory or who that was, but just a great job getting to the quarterback, getting past even multiple. They had extra blockers. Luckily, Lund was actually blocking for him, and they still were able to get to the quarterback and knock the ball out of his hand before he could do any damage. And now, once again, we're going to have the Jets out here on offense, hoping to actually add a touchdown instead of just going back with these field goals all night.
Jasper Johnson on that punt return sets him up at the 42-yard line. Tatum with Riggins in the backfield. Going to do the hard count to start this one before he sends James in motion. Hands it off to Riggins, who's going to run off to the right side. Tried to do a spin move, but just couldn't get through Jones-Drew.
Yeah, former teammate Tyler Jones-Drew, as of just a few days ago on that one, has probably seen that spin move a few times in practice and saw it come his way, and he said, nah, we're not doing that tonight. So just a great job there by Jones-Drew to bring him down in front of the home crowd.
Tatum keeping Riggins in the backfield. He is going to drop back for the pass this time. Finds a man out in the flat. It is Pepino who's going to make it. Is that one called? It looks like it's called incomplete.
Yeah, really unfortunate on that one. Looked like Pepino had that foot in bounds, before stepping out, but the refs obviously have a much better view down there on the field than we do up here in the booth. But still, unfortunate for the Jets, as it's going to be 3rd and 9 here, as Tatum is going to have to find a way to go to the air in a way that really matters. Get these guys involved, get them downfield.
Tatum is going to drop back for the pass this time. Had nobody behind it. Under a lot of pressure. Gets it off to Pepino, and this time he holds on. First down for the Jets.
A fantastic job by that offensive line. How long did he have in the pocket? Much longer than I think most quarterbacks comfortably feel that they have, and he managed to get it to Pepino, who pressure in his face. I mean, Justin Boudreau, one of the hardest hitting linebackers, manages to hold on to it for the big first down grab there.
And not only did he hold on to that one, he fought back towards the ball after Tatum started feeling the pressure. So 1st and 10 for the Jets, set up at the 42-yard line. Gonna have Riggins set to Tatum's right. He is gonna drop back for the pass after the shotgun snap. Over the middle is McClung, who's gonna get the reception, and he is gonna pick up a big first down here. And it's interesting to see McClung being used in the passing game. Remember, when he was drafted out of Northern Illinois, he was a quarterback.
Yeah, also the former Cowboy, finally, he has 2 catches for 25 yards tonight. So far this season, in his first 2 games, he had only had 2 catches for 12 yards. It looks like the Jets have found a way to make him work as a wide receiver. And honestly, more power to him. That's a great job by McClung, figuring out this playbook, working with Tatum to get where he needs to be and really making an impact on the game too.
Tatum sticking with the 5-wide look with trips to his right. He's going to take the shotgun snap, drops back, takes a shot out to Sellers. He's going to get the completion and picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, Tatum doing a great job finding his receivers tonight. We've had a few unfortunate plays, right out of bounds or drops, but when he's found his guys, they've been doing really well for him to make positive plays out of these. He's obviously thrown short a few times, having that many guys out there. He's thrown to the flat multiple times, but here, knocking on the door of the red zone, Tatum has got to find a way to get his guys in the end zone, something he's obviously struggled with this season. Only 3 touchdowns so far this season through the air, which is, very interesting when you consider the fact that he's leading the league in passing yardage.
Tatum once again sticking with the 5-wide, sent his tight end in motion late, gets the snap off and couldn't find anybody. It looks like it was a broken passing route as it falls incomplete, brings up 3rd and 5, as now the Jets, they've got to find a way to pick up a first down here and not settle for another field goal.
Yeah, obviously another field goal does bring them the lead, but they've been so close so many times tonight. They cannot let this happen again. They've got to find a way to convert.
5 wide with trips to his right. Tatum going to take the snap, drops back under a ton of pressure, takes a shot to Jefferson, who comes up with the completion on the sideline, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Thaddeus Jefferson, a fantastic catch. The former Notre Dame player, his first of the night, comes up in a big spot, exactly what the Jets offense needed.
Now the Jets in business. They've got 4 downs to try to punch this one in. Tatum trying to call the play call. And he will break the huddle now and bring him to the line. He's going to go to the 1-back set with Riggins behind him. 2 tight ends in the formation. He's going to take the snap, drops back, feels the pressure, takes off on the run. He had a lane and just didn't take it. Ran to Jones-Drew.
And a great job by Jones-Drew, really taking advantage of the situation. Tatum looks like he second-guessed himself on that one when he saw what he was going to be running into on that one. So he kind of pulled it in and just hunched in. He maybe, have a little bit of a issue with ball security. Maybe he struggled this past week in training with it. But, take the positive yardage. Don't give the ball up.
Tatum taking a step back for the pass here on 2nd down. And that was a dangerous pass into double coverage. Had a shot at being intercepted, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Tatum waited just much too long to decide on McClung on that one, as he just kind of held it out there for him. And, he couldn't have been more open on that play. But a great job by Caden Blair, the former Jet, now playing for the Cowboys. We're saying this a lot tonight. These former players, the Jets and Cowboys both have players on the opposing team, are just making big plays tonight.
3rd and goal, 6 yards to pay for the Jets, as they're going to come out with just over 4 minutes in the half. Takes a shot to the end zone. Jefferson wide open in the end zone and broken coverage. Touchdown for the Jets.
Yeah, just a fantastic play just up here in the booth. I'm watching it unfold, just wanting to yell to Tatum, he's open, he's open, he's open. And luckily he found his guy, bringing it down for 6. big, big play by this Jets offense. I mean, he could not have been more open. Not too sure if they decided to blitz on that one, went into some odd coverage. But Jefferson, a man, his stature, his size should never be that open in the end zone.
And Cook comes out to knock the PAT down. The Jets now up 13-7 with 4:07 left in the half. And really, what a drive by Jefferson that time.
Yeah, a really great job. You know, we haven't seen too much of him here tonight, and he really made his presence felt on that last series for the Jets. And now we get to see the Cowboys answer back in a situation they're not really too familiar with this season, is playing down. You know, something they're not really used to seeing on that scoreboard up there, especially here in front of the home crowd, you know, with that giant scoreboard up there. So let's see how they answer back on offense this time.
Ross takes a kick return, gets it out to about the 26, maybe the 27. They're going to call it the 26. And like you said, Siege and Lund have got to find a way to get the offense rolling. Now, you're down by 6. I don't think you go away from the run necessarily.
Yeah, I think you just got to keep a calm head. Obviously, this game is still early in the early goings. You have plenty of time left. It's only a one-possession game.
And the draw play to Lund is going to pick him up 3 before he's taken down by O'Donnell.
Yeah, just a good job. Just get some positive yardage, got to keep the drive going. And time is running down here in the first half of action. So maybe start taking some shots downfield, you know, start trying to find, you know, these guys you have like Ray Conley, some very talented wide receivers.
Siege in the shotgun look with Lund to his left. He's going to run the read option, and he's going to keep it this time. Picks up the first down and more. Breaks one tackle. He is going down the field in a big way as he's going to get out to about the 25-yard line.
A huge, huge run there by Bailey on Siege. I mean, just doing a great job, you know, throwing a man off of him and almost managed to keep it going. You know, spins out of that tackle area, but still manages to fall down. Huge, huge play back there by the best running quarterback we have in the league.
Well, we talked about, you know, wondering if they were going to go away from the run game here as it gets closer to halftime. But obviously, they're sticking with what's been working for them this season.
Yeah, and honestly, I think we're getting close to the red zone here. Maybe go right back to Lund, maybe even Siege on a read option.
And they do run the read option again. Lund going to get the ball this time. He's going to pick up a few, make it 2. And Reynolds getting his 4th tackle of the night.
Yeah, Reynolds being a nightmare for this run game here for the Cowboys. I mean, doing a great job. You know, I mean, obviously 2-yard run, but still stopped it from being anything else. He has done a fantastic job so far tonight.
And always interesting to see a team that goes to the ground as much as the Cowboys have. You know, we come from the CFSL where it's air the ball out a lot. You don't see very many big running back names in the league now. Then you come to the pros, and you got a lot of teams that are like, okay, let's go back to what works. Let's stick to the ground, and, you know, let's pick up the hard-earned yards.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if going forward we saw more teams try to adopt this QB running style. We have a lot of really young guys. You know, Bailey on obviously a guy who's recently coming out of the, you know, the CFSL, you know, more recent than a number of these quarterbacks. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, kind of bided their time after graduating, but these run game, these quarterbacks that can run, we might see more of them in the league going forward.
Siege going to take the shotgun snap. He is going to drop back to the pass. Finds a man wide open as Conley's going to get the touchdown.
Huge play right there by Ray Conley, picking up his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, waiting for this PAT, are going to take the lead here tonight. And the Jets, they answered, but I mean, they scored, and the Cowboys answered very quickly as the coverage on that one was a little bit out. Marcellus Burney a little bit behind his, and you know, I guess the person he's supposed to cover on that one, maybe it was a play coverage, you know, only have one guy back there, but just a great job by Siege finding the open man.
Siege had the big run play, then able to find the wide open receiver. And what a drive there by the Cowboys as Conley caps it off. And now we'll get to see Ray Tatum come out. Less than 2 minutes to halftime. He's going to have to find a way to get the ball down the field quick.
Yeah, just a great job, and we'll get to see how the Jets run in this 2-minute drill. Obviously, I think they are more suited to this kind of play style with Tatum and that arm that he has guys like George Pepino, Thaddeus Jefferson, Duncan McClung so far tonight. Maybe they can take advantage of these wide receivers and find them and maybe even get 3. Maybe this will be the one time we get excited about them getting another field goal.
And this Cowboy kick coverage team is not going to make it easy for the Jets as they bring down Sellers before the 20-yard line. Tatum comes out with Riggins to his right. Tatum dropping back for the pass is going to dump it off to Riggins, who's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage and thrown to the ground.
It's just unfortunate right there for the Jets as their first play from scrimmage on the drive. Riggins gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a great job on that one by Ollie P. Peters.
So this Jets offense starting to struggle with the time working against them before halftime as the clock continues to roll with 1:40 remaining in the half. 2nd and 10 for Tatum, as I imagine we'll see them come out in a shotgun look and try to get the ball down the field, as they will. Tatum in the shotgun with Riggins to his right. Trips set to the left. Riggins holding onto it. Now he will snap it. Takes a shot over the middle of the field. McClung getting involved once again.
Yeah, just a great job finding a way to make things work, and they're going right back to the no huddle, it looks like.
Tatum takes the shotgun snap once again. He's going to take another shot. Jefferson wide open along the side of the field. He will get driven out of bounds.
And, I mean, look at these 2 passers here tonight. Tatum, 200 yards already in the first half of action. There's a reason. I misspoke earlier. He was 2nd in the league in passing yard total. But, I mean, after this performance, he'll probably take that spot as he's just found a way to, spread the ball around to all of his receivers. And this 2-minute drill is really working out well for the Jets so far.
At the 48-yard line with 1:07 remaining in the half. Tatum going to take the shotgun snap. Takes a shot to the outside. Collins this time. He will take a step out of bounds after they're going to call that one incomplete, actually.
Interesting on that one. It looked like he caught it well in bounds, but maybe he dropped it before he really got going. I guess that must have happened. At least the clock stops on that one, and I guess that's what matters more than anything.
And remember, the booth is the only one that can challenge here in the 2-minute, after the 2-minute warning. Tatum going to be alone in the backfield. Going to take the snap. Finds Stern over the middle as the Jets will call a timeout.
Yeah, smart move by them. You go ahead and burn that first time out, get that clock stopped, give your guys a chance to breathe as you continue this drive. Good job finding Stern, which is exactly what they need to do. He's got the speed. If he can break past, if they can find some man coverage and he can get one of these linebackers on him, he might have a chance to break deep.
3rd and 1 for Tatum and the Jets. 58 seconds till halftime. Down by 1. They, I imagine, are just outside, maybe just inside of field goal range, as Friar Cook's got a decent leg on him. But it will be Tatum in the shotgun with nobody back there with him. Trips set to the right. Tatum going to take the snap. Takes his scan over the middle. Finds James, who had the completion but dropped it, as it'll bring up 4th and 1.
Yeah, just a really, really unfortunate play call right there. He once again goes to his, drop off, and it looks like the Jets are going to have to punt, which was looking like a very promising drive so far. Cowboys, 3 timeouts and a minute left. Are they going to take their shot downfield? Are they going to try to move the ball?
As the Jets are going to fake the punt here, as the punter going to take a shot, and it was almost picked off. Works out better for the Cowboys as they're going to set up at the 39-yard line.
Interesting play call right there that really seemed like it was working out, but just did not have anybody open. The Cowboys must have played they've been expecting something like that. Good on the Cowboys, staying aware of that kind of thing.
Siege in the shotgun with Loon to his right. Going to find Fields over the middle, picks up the first down, and the Cowboys deciding to burn a timeout.
The former Nittany Lion making his first catch of the night in a big spot as Cowboys once again going to try to move it down the field. We're seeing this arm of Siege a good bit tonight so far.
And for those who are fans of the college game, remember, the first down does not stop the clock in the pros. So having to burn that first timeout with 45 seconds left, the Cowboys looking to extend their lead heading into the locker room And really, with the arm of Siege here tonight, it is possible they could get down quickly. They're going to set up right now at the 49-yard line. Siege in the shotgun look with Loon to his right. Going to take the snap and drop back. Siege looking across the field, going to dump it off to Loon in the middle. And the Cowboys will burn their second timeout of the half.
Yeah, and one timeout left here. They're moving the ball down the field well, but it's going to be more. They're going to need more. They're going to need these first down plays, maybe start going some out routes, find your guys right before they run out of bounds, and that's what they're going to have to do if they really want to move the ball down the field with any chance to put some points on the board before the half.
So 2nd and 3, 40 seconds left before half as the Cowboys will come back out after the timeout up by 1. The Jets defense looking for anything to stop this high-powered Cowboy offense. Set at the 41.5-yard line. Siege going to be all alone in the backfield with trips to his right. Going to take the shotgun snap, looks over the middle. Houston Freeman, wide open over the middle, is going to pick up the first down. They're going to rush back to the line right now as they have one timeout remaining. Trips to the right once again. Going to send Freeman from right to left this time. Makes it trips to the left. Siege is going to drop back. Dumps off to Scooby Lewis, who's going to be make the reception and step out of bounds.
Great little series right there by the Cowboys, finding a way to move the ball not only down the field, pick up the big first down, but then get the catch out and get out of bounds, not falling down in bounds. And that's a huge play right there by Scooby Lewis, making an impact for this Cowboys offense, who are most likely going to get 3, maybe even have a chance to score before they half.
17 seconds till half. 2nd and 4 for the Cowboys as they work their way down the field. They're on the 13-yard line. They have a chance to pick up more than a field goal here, as this time Siege going to come out in the shotgun look with 2 backs in the backfield. He will take a step back for the pass, finds Scooby Lewis over the middle and gets it down to the 3-yard line.
And time still, I guess they called that final timeout. I couldn't see it fast enough. They did call that final timeout. 10 seconds left on the 3-yard line. Do you go for it here? Do you just get the points on the board? I got to think you got to take at least one shot at it. And if it's not there, just throw it out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, with 10 seconds left, you're at 1st and 10 on the 3-yard line. I would imagine they take a shot towards the end zone here. It's not going to be a long, drawn-out play, but you got to remember, you can't take a short gain that's not going to get you into the end zone here.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of play Coach Clutch has drawn up for them here.
1st and goal on the 3-yard line. 10 seconds to halftime. Siege going to take a drop back. He's got plenty of time. Takes a shot out to the outside. Ramirez with the touchdown.
Fantastic job here. The Cowboys offense, less than a minute left in the half, manages to drive the ball all the way down the field, really taking advantage of that fake punt attempt by the Jets in great field position, bringing the ball all the way down the field and putting 6 on the board as part of the home crowd.
They were given a minute to go down the field, and they used every second they could. Leaves the Jets with almost none, as they will probably get the kickoff and then maybe one play before we go to halftime, as now the Cowboys take a 21-13 lead with 6 seconds to halftime.
Yeah, and honestly, Siege is doing a fantastic job tonight through the air. Not something we really say too often. If you told me one of these quarterbacks was going to have 2 touchdowns at the half and 78% completion percentage, I would have to guess Tatum on that one. But Siege has done a great job finding his receivers and really letting them make an impact on this game. But now Tatum and the Jets offense might have a chance to do something here, maybe a Hail Mary attempt. You have guys that can make these kind of plays. So let's just see what they draw up here on about the 40-yard line.
Tatum will come out with 4 seconds on the 41-yard line. And you got to wonder, will they take a shot here? They're going to break the huddle, and they will come out in the shotgun with trips to the right, with Riggins set to the left. Tatum going to take the snap, drops back, got plenty of time, going to take a deep shot here, and it is intercepted by Peters in the end zone.
And Ollie P. Peters, one of the most dangerous defensive players here in the league, picks up her first INT of the season. Already has a forced fumble, and now an INT added to that. This Dallas secondary, once again, just getting these turnovers.
And we'll head to halftime. Dallas up 21-13. And what a game so far here tonight. As really the biggest surprise, how well Siege has done out there in the passing game.
Yeah, honestly, I think, if you'd seen the score right here, you would expect that Lund had 3 rushing touchdowns himself. But, Siege has really kind of turned this game on its head. The Jets have a very prolific defense, have done a fantastic job here tonight. But Siege has found a way to have success through the air. He's making it work however he needs to.
The biggest difference between these two teams right now, the rushing game, as we saw just a moment ago, the Jets only 11 rushing yards, and they really haven't found a way to get Riggins going here tonight.
Yeah, and Riggins is a guy that we know can succeed. He obviously, in the CFSL, numerous records, numerous top 5 categories, a fantastic running back. But the Jets have not found a way to really get him going so far tonight. But I got to think they're going to keep going with Tatum.
Jasper Johnson's going to bring the kick return out, and this one is a big one to start the third quarter for the Jets, as they will bring it out to the 36-yard line. And out comes Tatum, who is going to get this offense going again. They found success midway through the second quarter. Tatum is going to come out with the one back set with Riggins set behind him. He will take the snap and drops back for the pass. Plenty of time as he finds Jefferson on the outside and not quite picking up the first down.
Yeah, risky throw right there with this Cowboys secondary bearing down on him. Manages to get it to Jefferson. It's going to be second in inches right there. Just a great job. Kai Markston, the former Oregon player, does a great job getting to him and bringing him down.
So set up at the 46-yard line for the second and inches play. Tatum looking for the play to get them downfield. He will break the huddle. Comes out in the one back set with Riggins behind him. We've seen this a couple times from the Jets tonight. It's going to be a straight handoff to Riggins, who's going to pick up the first down. Kept fighting and ends up falling backwards. Ends up losing 3 yards.
Jones-Drew, once again, the former Jet, really fired up here tonight and brings back Riggins, who had the first down but just does not have the strength to take on this linebacking core for the Cowboys. Just brings him right back down. Just a fantastic play.
And a tough one for Riggins, as, like you said, he had that first down. He's been fighting for every yard he's gained here tonight, and just a simple kept fighting when he didn't need to results in a loss on the play. But now Scott's going to pick up the reception. Not enough. It brings up 4th and 2.
Yeah, kind of a confusing play right there by Tatum. Just the decision-making on that one was not as good as you would like it to be if you're the coach on that one. Coach JoJo's probably watching that one pretty closely. Looks like he had Riggins over the middle for that quick little first down catch. I mean, I don't know how the coverage was on that play, but it looked like he had him, instead of going to your drop-off man on the right, just wasn't there.
Bell going to punt it off this time. Remember, he had the fake punt earlier. Frost's going to get the punt return here. Brings it out to about the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys looking to extend their lead once again. They had that quick drive to end the half, and it really set all the momentum in the Cowboys' favor.
Yeah, and honestly, this is how they like to play with this lead. They like to play where they can just get Loon the ball.
And they will hand it straight off to Loon, who's going to barrel forward, breaks a bunch of tackles, gets the first down. And right now, Loon, 11 carries for 69 yards.
Yeah, just a fantastic job. Bryson Gallo manages to finally bring him down. Coming over in the Seahawks trade that the Jets had earlier this season. The former Oregon Duck himself does a great job stopping that from, breaking just completely free. It looked like he was about the last guy that could have brought him down.
Gonna come out here on the first down play. Sticking with a shotgun look with trips set to the left. Siege going to take the shotgun snap, looks across the field, finds Houston Freeman over the middle, and that one couldn't hold on to it. Falls incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you're kind of asking a lot of your receivers to hold on to it when that linebacking core of the Jets is right in your place. Jackson Morrow, Wyatt King, Thomas O'Donnell, who's been fantastic tonight, Austin Blair, all of them making an impact so far tonight, really holding it down over the middle.
Houston Freeman was a big target at Oklahoma State. Right now, Siege in the shotgun, going to hand it off to Loon this time, who's going to pick up a few, picks up 6 to make it 3rd and 4.
And we'll see what kind of play call they draw up here. They just need 4 yards. I don't think they'll be going to Loon. What we've seen so far tonight is Siege does not mind throwing on these 3rd and shorts. I mean, this is where it kind of gets a little dicey. 3rd and 3, you go for the run. Obviously, I think with Loon and Siege together, you can get that first down. But here, I think you just got to call something a little bit different. Maybe send Loon up the middle, find him for a quick little pass or something. But I don't see them going to the ground right here.
3rd and 4 with just about 11:15 remaining in the third. Coming out in the 5-wide set. Siege going to drop back, takes a scan across the field, throws an interception to Reynolds, who's going to get the ball and turn around. Didn't pick up any yards on the return, but what an impact Reynolds is making here midway through the third.
And Nicholas Reynolds, a name we have been calling out a good bit tonight. The former Buckeye really making his presence felt, being a nightmare for this team. Been a nightmare for Lund and now a nightmare for Siege as he picks up the huge INT to bring the Jets offense back out.
Setting up at the 25-yard line. As Tatum going to come out with nobody in the backfield with him. It's going to find Pepino on the sideline. And once again, this one's going to be called incomplete.
Yeah, he's really struggled getting these outside passes here tonight. They've been really close to the out of bounds line, but these wide receivers are really struggling to keep it in and hold on to it right there on the line.
The refs being very stingy on where they call a complete pass here tonight. Tatum going to come out, set under center, going to drop back with Riggins in the backfield. Going to throw across the middle. Pepino not able to hold on to that one. We've seen a couple drops now here from Pepino.
Yeah, and honestly, what it's looking like is Tatum is not the issue with this Jets offense. It looks like his wide receivers he's really struggling to find success. If he can just get one of them to hold on and make a play when it matters. You've got Sawyer Stern that we really haven't seen since the second quarter. I'd like to see him more here.
Tatum coming out in the shotgun look with trips set to his left. Going to have nobody in the backfield with him this time. He's going to take a step back under a ton of pressure, finds Stern over the middle, and will pick up the first down.
Stern now has over 100 receiving yards here, not even midway through the third quarter. I mean, having a career game here tonight, doing a great job, really being what this team needs him to be, just a big playmaker when they need it.
And really a ton of pressure on Tatum that time, as it looked like a safety was coming in on the blitz, able to get that one away just before he took a big shot, as now 1st and 10 for the Jets with 10:20 to go in the third quarter. Comes out in the shotgun look with Tripp set to his left. Riggins set to his right. Going to take the snap, drops back under plenty of pressure again, and McClung going to catch this one on the sideline for 3 yards.
And McClung, once again, really having success here tonight. And one of the first plays in a while, it seems like we've seen be called inbounds. So maybe he's finally found where that marker is at, and his guys and him can really get together on this one and keep some positive yardage, keep some positive drives going.
Jets trying to turn the momentum. They had a big interception a moment ago that set them up here. They're now at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 10. And Tatum doing a great job moving this team down the field. Still haven't seen a lot from Riggins here tonight, but they're going to come out in the shotgun look with a trips bunch set to the left. Riggins set to Tatum's right. Going to take the snap, drops back for a pass, looks over the middle. Pepino catches this one, and he is going to pick up 6.
Great job, Pepino, holding on to that one. I mean, right in the face of Kai Markston. The former Duck manages to bring him down pretty quickly on that one with a big hit. But Pepino holding on to it does a great job, giving them a much more manageable 3rd and short here.
So a great catch that time by Pepino brings up 3rd and 1. Jets still moving their way down the field, not taking the big shot, just getting nice short plays to make a continued drive go. Coming out in the shotgun with trips to the right. Riggins set to Tatum's left. Tatum gonna drop back under a lot of pressure, throws across his body, and that was a dangerous throw.
Yeah, you really, really hate to see that right there. The coach is definitely going to be disapproving of that one, as it was a very, very manageable 3rd down play, still refusing to go to Riggins or even Johnson on these really small yardage plays and putting Tatum in an impossible position where his wide receivers are not getting free of the Cowboys secondary. So, just really unfortunate for the Jets there. They come away with nothing off of the big turnover.
And the Jets struggling really on those short down and distance plays as Frost brings this punt return out to the 29-yard line. And out comes Siege and Lund, who have had a pretty good night here tonight. Siege coming off of that interception a moment ago, though. Can he bounce back? Runs a play action to start this drive. Plenty of time, has tons of room in front of him, decides to stick in the pocket, and nearly throws his 2nd interception of the game.
Yeah, I don't know what more to say about that. Had all the time in the world, just needed one receiver to get open tonight. Both these teams really struggling to get the receivers on the same page as the quarterback, and just a great job. D. Parker, the former Wolverine, doing a great job getting in the way of that pass, but could have come away with the INT on that one.
And while there was a man spying Siege, I'm surprised he didn't take off on the run. He had easily 5 to 6 yards he could have picked up there, but decides to throw it into coverage. This time he'll come out in the shotgun look with Lund set to his left. Gonna take the snap and find Scooby Lewis to pick up 8 yards.
Yeah, great job right there. Once again, having plenty of time in the pocket to make a decision, and he manages to find his receiver for a big 8-yard gain on that one. And, now it's going to be much, much more manageable 3rd and 2 on this one.
And it's really surprising how long Siege is holding onto the ball. He's had guys open. It just seems like he's second guessing himself before he lets go of the pass, as this one 3rd and 2 now at the 37-yard line. Cowboys still trying to extend that lead and build a little bit of a gap between them and the Jets. As right now, Siege going to come out in the shotgun look, going to hand it off to Lund, who's going to barrel his way for the 1st down, throws a man to the ground, as this sets up 1st and 10 for the Cowboys.
Yeah, great job. Just go to Lund. You know exactly what he can do on any given play. I'm surprised with the score this close. They have not been going to him more, but they are really relying on Siege's arm to, make the difference, to bring them some separation in this game. And it's kind of had mixed results so far in the early goings. Yeah, it was working great for them. But right now, with an 8-point lead, why not go back to Lund and his legs, or even get Adam Croft involved in the game?
I think the biggest difference here tonight, we're seeing the Cowboys on 3rd and short use the running game. The Jets struggling to get 1 yard on the running game. But Lund going to get the handoff this time, and he's got a big one. He's going down the sideline to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Gets knocked down at the 3-yard line.
And with only one man to beat, and the person to beat, Dakota Wolf, the All-American from Florida. I mean, called the GOAT for a number of seasons down there. Does a great job saving that from being a touchdown. But Lund, when they give him these opportunities, he's going to do exactly that. Down at the 3-yard line. What do they draw up here? Let's go back to Lund. Let's let him punch it in.
Setting up at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Under center, Siege goes. He's going to hand it off to Croft, who's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Croft getting his first carry of the night.
Yeah, I think there's a very obvious visual difference between Croft and Lund when they're out there, and Croft really unable to break the tackle. J.D. Gregory does a great job bringing him down for the loss. So now it's going to be 2nd and goal here. Hopefully they bring Lund back out here for this one.
1 yard loss for Croft. 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Siege going to come out in the I form, as he's going to hold on to a minute. Then he will run the fake handoff to the fullback, pitches it back out to Croft, and Croft's going to lose 4 more yards this time.
Yeah, great job, Wyatt King, another former Gator on this defense, does a great job bringing him down behind the line. Just interesting play calls here. Going to Croft 2 times on the 3, 4, and now we're on the 8-yard line. Hopefully we have Lund back out there, but really you probably want to get a pass right here with 8 yards to go, or go for this QB read option. Let Siege use his legs.
Siege comes out on the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal. Play clock was winding down. It's going to be a screenplay out to Croft, who's going to break a tackle, and he's going to walk in for the touchdown.
I did not expect that, Steven. Did not see that. And Croft busting a move in the end zone. He has surely earned it on that one, as he manages to break a big tackle on the halfback screen and gets in for 6.
Yeah, and after losing 5 yards in the rushing game, makes up for it in the receiving game for the Cowboys, as the Cowboys pushing ahead here in the 3rd quarter. And now you got to wonder, does the pressure get turned on for Tatum? Does he make something happen?
Well, hopefully he can make something happen here, as now the Cowboys are up 2 scores and a 2-point conversion after this PAT. So they've got to get something going here on offense. Still plenty of game to play, but we know what the Cowboys can do on offense. They've got Loon. They have Croft in the passing game, it looks like. So you've really got to find a way to put some points on the board, even if it is another field goal, because if this Cowboys offense gets going, they're not going to stop.
With 5:05 remaining in the 3rd, the Cowboys now up 28-13, as Poland get ready to kick this one away back off to the Jets. And it will be Thaddeus Jefferson with the return, as he'll bring it out to the 25-yard line.
A nice spin move right there, getting a few extra yards on that play, and we'll see what Tatum can really do. Steven, he's had some success through the air tonight, but his wide receivers are really what seem to be holding him back so far tonight.
Tatum in the shotgun look with Riggins set to his left. It's going to be trip set to the right after the tight end was set in motion. Tatum dropping back for the pass. Takes a shot to McClung, who's had a wide open lane. Ends up taking a step out of bounds after picking up a nice chunk of yards.
Just an insane level of play here by McClung. I mean, this guy, 2 catches for 12 yards before tonight. He already, in 2 games, in tonight, 5 catches for 63 yards, and we still have clock left in this game. I mean, this guy has been an immediate impact player here who came over from the Cowboys. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah, just days ago, the Cowboys and Jets, with that big trade, sent Blair McClung and a 2nd-round pick from the Cowboys to the Jets. So really McClung making a big move here. Right now it's going to be a handoff to Riggins, who's going to pick up a 5-yard gain. 7 carries for 8 yards tonight. Tough going for Riggins.
Yeah, didn't see anything he liked on the left side. It just kind of bounced off and was like, nah, I'm just going to go this way on that one. And just a really heads-up play by him. Gets brought down eventually by Jack Frost right there on that one.
2nd and 5 for the Jets, trying to answer back to the Cowboys touchdown a moment ago. 4:15 remaining in the 3rd at the 48-yard line. Tatum going to break the huddle. Comes out with Riggins set behind him in the 1-back set. Going to snap it with 2 seconds left on the play clock. Tatum under a little bit of pressure, able to find Sellers, who's going to get near the 1st down marker, but it brings up 3rd and 1.
And Tatum almost at 300 passing yards tonight, as Sellers just really unable to punch through for that 1st down. And honestly, I mean, work cut out for him on that one. I mean, imagine trying to break through, not only, Marcellus Burney, but it looked like also D. Parker is in on that one. Just this fantastic job by this defense getting through.
The Jets trying to pick up a big 3rd down here. They've struggled on 3rd down tonight, but they need this one to keep the drive going and answer back to the Cowboys. 3rd and 1 with just under or just about 3:10 remaining in the third at the 44-yard line. Tatum going to come out in the shotgun set with trips set to the left. He's going to take the snap, drops back, has plenty of time, finds Williams over the middle, and it will be a first down.
A great job, Tatum, finding the open man. Big play there, keeping this drive alive for the Jets, and this is exactly what they need to do. They need to string together some plays just like this, make this passing game work for them, get separation, and that's exactly what they did on that last play.
Tatum finding a way to work down the field despite having a running game that's lacking here tonight. Set at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Jets. As right now they are down 15 points. They've still got plenty of time here, but they got to take advantage of this situation. Tatum going to come out with the one back set with Riggins set behind him and Tripp set to his left. Tatum going to drop back, finds Stern over the middle for another big catch for Stern. Makes it 2nd and 1.
And Stern once again showing why he is the leading tight end in receiving yards of the season. Just always there to make a play when he is needed, doing a great job for Tatum, being that safety valve over the middle for him. And hopefully we can get him a touchdown, add to that. His first of the season, it would be.
Clock continuing to run here in the third quarter. Jets down by 15. 2nd and 1 for Tatum this time, as he will break the huddle. Comes out in the one back set with Riggins still set behind him and Tripp set to the left. Same formation they ran last time. Tatum going to take a step back, looks over the middle, finds Stern for a jumping catch in coverage, and Stern's going to set him up for 1st and goal.
Yeah, just a fantastic job by Stern coming down with that one right in the face of Shoto Pence on that one. Somehow manages to keep it down. Pence, 13 tackles last game. I mean, he is a force of nature and manages to still hold on to it. Sawyer Stern, I mean, just crazy play tonight.
Stern, the leading receiver here tonight for the Jets, as now they set up at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Tatum going to break the huddle once again. Comes out in the shotgun this time with a bunch trip set to the left. Riggins set to his right. Tatum going to drop back to the pass. Looks to the corner, and Seller wide open to the back of the end zone. Gets the Jets a touchdown.
I mean, what a crazy pass right there. Ray Tatum just manages to just kind of lob that one up there and find Sellers in the very back of the end zone. I mean, he barely managed to get those feet down. Just a great job by Trenton Sellers, his 2nd touchdown of the season.
And the Jets able to answer back to the Cowboys score a moment ago. And now the Jets defense needing to make a stop here as we edge closer towards the 4th quarter. Cook out to knock this one down, and he will. So 28-20, the Cowboys still holding on to the lead, but it is getting closer here as we get close to the 4th quarter. And Tatum, what a drive that time.
Yeah, honestly, just a great job. You know, his wide receivers really came through for him on that drive. And, you know, really just putting it all on Sawyer Stern's back to really make these huge plays. And then once in the red zone, you have a plethora of options to go to. And that's exactly what he did. But now this Jets defense need to play like they did in the 1st quarter and really hold, you know, get the clamps going on Vidar Lund, on Siege, and do whatever they can to stop him on this next drive.
Houston Freeman, the big tight end, brings it out past the 25, gets it to the 26 before he's brought down.
Yeah, we'll see what they go to here. I got to think they're just going to be using this run game once again, and, you know, get Lund involved, just get him going once again, run some clock. I mean, we're almost through with the 3rd quarter. Heading into the 4th, you know, you got to think it's just going to be run, run, run.
The strong eye set for Lund, who's going to get the handoff this time, and he's going to barrel forward for 7 yards. 15 carries, 142 yards. What a night for Lund here tonight.
Yeah, already broken, you know, 600 rushing yards this season in just 3 games. Just the level that he is playing at is just far and above any other running back here in the league. I mean, he is just playing at levels we haven't seen before.
Siege right now in the shotgun with Lund set to his left. Gonna take the shotgun snap, drops back to the pass, finds Conley out there, breaks a couple tackles, keeps moving downfield, and gets to about the 46-yard line.
finally brought down. Conley, just the strength on display here tonight. I mean, obviously, two-time All-American at wide receiver. If they can really get him going, he will just get right to it.
And that ends the third quarter with the Cowboys up 28-20 over the Jets, as the Jets trying to hold off a Cowboys charge. And coming up soon, you'll also be able to catch Green Bay versus the New York Giants. You can see that here as well as when it premieres on YouTube. But right now, Lund is going to get the carry, and it's going to pick up a first down for the Cowboys.
Yeah, great job. Once again, just going right back to what they know, to what works well. Lund is what is working for them tonight. Just keep it going. Just keep taking clock off here. And that's exactly what they need to do heading into the fourth quarter.
And the running game working well for the Cowboys. We've seen the Jets struggle with it pretty much all night long. But the Cowboys using every ounce they can out of their running game, both with the quarterback and Lund. Right now, 1st and 10 with 14:25 remaining in the fourth. Siege going to come out in the shotgun set with Tripp set to the left. Also with Lund set to the left. Going to be a handoff to Lund. He's going to break a big one. Gets it down to about the 14-yard line.
And Lund, only one person to beat, and manages to get brought down. Huge stop right there by the Jets, honestly, because that could have been a lot more damage. This blocking, this offensive line is just giving Lund everything to work with here tonight.
And Lund finding every ounce, or every bit of space he can to make every run work here tonight, as it will set up 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. With 13:40 to go in this game here tonight, looking to set up a win. As C's going to go under center, going to hand it off to Lund. He's going to go off to the right side. He's got a lane, picks up about 8.
And just keeps adding to that rushing yard total. I mean, this is exactly what the Cowboys need to do here in the red zone. Just keep handing it off to Lund. I mean, we'll probably have another Croft sighting if I had to guess here. I mean, Lund has got to be exhausted as well as he's been running here tonight.
Lund, the workhorse here tonight. 2nd and 2. It's going to be another handoff to Lund, who's going to barrel forward. Had to fight for the first down that time, but he gets it. He'll set up 1st and goal now for the Cowboys.
Yeah, great job, Lou McFadden, really bringing him down. I mean, we've seen Lund break multiple tackles. We've seen what he can do, and he just does a great job right there bringing him down. And now it's going to be, but it is going to be 1st and goal. They did get that first down, so we're probably going to see another Lund run if I had to guess.
Coming close to the 12.5-minute mark for this game here tonight, as the Jets needing to find a way to make a stop here on the Cowboys in the red zone. At the 4-yard line, it's going to be a handoff, and it will be a touchdown for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and he just finds a way to punch through into the end zone. Lund just playing on another. Oh, is that Croft on that one? That might have been Croft running right up the middle on that one.
Croft coming in late that drive and steals the touchdown from Lund. Gets his 2nd scoring opportunity of the night as the Cowboys extend their lead here.
Yeah, great job by Croft. Has only been used very sporadically so far this season. And he has got his first receiving touchdown and his first rushing touchdown this season.
Adam Croft, you see there, he has had a tough time running the ball, but he has made it work when it counts. But with that, we're going to bring in the Packers-Giants game that just kicked off over in New York, as we'll see if the Packers can hold off the Giants, who have really come on as of late. And the kick return will bring it out to the 24-yard line, as the Jets now looking to continue their success they found lately. They've got to find a way to get on the board here, and they've got to find a way to do it quickly.
Yeah, we'll see. Tatum definitely has the arm to make something happen here.
Tatum going to find McClung over on the sideline. Another pass that's going to be ruled incomplete here tonight. It's been tough going for the Jets over on the sidelines.
Yeah, Tatum has really struggled leading his receivers so far tonight. I mean, we're in the almost midway through the fourth quarter, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. We saw some change in it, but he's got to start finding his guys in these little inseams, downfield even.
Tatum comes out with a 5 wide set with trips set to the right. Tatum going to drop back for the pass. Has plenty of time, but then gets a lot of pressure late, and Stern couldn't hold on to that one.
Yeah, honestly, he was asking a lot of Stern to be able to bring that one down in coverage and just right before stepping out of bounds. A little bit too much to ask from your tight end on that one, no matter how skilled they are. And now it's going to be 3rd and long, and Tatum in this offense have got to figure out a way to convert, or this game might be over on this next one.
3 minutes down in the fourth quarter. Time starting to work against the Jets. Tatum going to come out in the one-back set. Going to find McClung. He's going to fight for the first down before getting knocked out of bounds. And they're going to call him inches short.
Yeah, we might see the review flag come out on this one, to be honest with you, because, it looks like he had that ball over that first down marker. So I'm curious what coach and the refs are going to call on this play.
And they're not going to challenge it. They're just going to bring out the punt team and try to make their defense stand up and make a stop. Bell going to punt this one away to Frost, who's going to bring out the return. And he was under a ton of pressure as soon as he caught the ball. Going to get dropped about the 35-yard line, make it the 37.
Yeah, still pretty good field position for them going forward. All they've got to do is just hand the ball off to Lund and then just close out this game. 11 minutes, can you run the clock for that long? They probably can, unless Lund scores again.
Siege is going to set up in the shotgun with Lund to his right. He's going to hand it off to Lund, who's going to go up the middle. Has a lane, picks up about 8 that time as he is inching close to 200 yards on the night.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what more we can say about the play of Lund here. It's anything is, too short of how phenomenal he has played here in front of this home crowd.
Siege going to bring it out in the strong eye set with Lund in the backfield. Going to run the play to action. Then they're going to throw it to Lund, who's going to make a great catch and run there to pick up the first down and more.
Yeah, we've seen Lund get involved in the passing game. 7 catches so far this season for 78, receiving yards. He's done a great job, and right there picks up the big first down, using his hands on that one. Just a great job.
Cowboys working their way down the field, trying to put this game away. Essentially, a score puts it away for the Cowboys, as a 3-score lead would be tough to overcome for the Jets, who have struggled here really since scoring their only touchdown of the second half. Cowboys, though, going to break the huddle. Siege going to line up in the shotgun with Lund set to his right. He's going to take the snap, drops back for the pass, looks across the middle, under a ton of pressure, nearly gets sacked, breaks out of 1, breaks out of 2, still comes down with a loss as O'Donnell going to get the sack.
Yeah, Thomas O'Donnell, huge play, already 2 sacks on the season. Just a great job there. Curious play from Bailey on that one. Looks like we maybe could have tried to run up the middle, but just keeps running outside, maybe trying to go for that, the out of bounds marker on that one, but maybe he was a little bit further than he realized on that one, as he's, eventually just dragged down by this, ferocious Jets defense.
2nd and 13 now for Siege and the Cowboys. Now just about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Siege going to come out in the shotgun set with Lund set to his left. Siege going to take a drop back under a ton of pressure. Throws an interception to Reynolds, who gets his 2nd pick of the night. He is still moving down the field, and he'll get it out to the 50-yard line.
Nicholas Reynolds making, just being the huge playmaker for the Jets that they needed. They needed someone on defense to do this tonight. His 2nd INT of the season. He is now tied for 2nd in the league with Frost, Jack Frost, who happens to play for the Cowboys. And now we're going to see Tatum and this offense come out once again really close to midfield, just over midfield.
Jets still showing sign of life, down by 15 with 8:54 left in the game. They're going to send the tight end motion from right to left. Tatum going to take a step back, finds Stern over the middle, who's going to pick up 7, brings up 2nd and 3 for the Jets, as they've got the clock working against them right now.
Yeah, that's really the only downside right now is just this clock is going to keep winding down. I mean, they can make these positive plays. They've still got 3 timeouts, but every single play like that is going to run this clock down. Maybe start running a no-huddle offense. Maybe start running some. Don't have to do it every single play. But if you're having success moving the ball and you've got the defense where you want them, keep running plays.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line, which is about 8-10 left in this game. Tatum takes a drop back, finds Stern out of from his tight end position, but this one's going nowhere as they don't pick up anything on that passing play.
Yeah, also risky throw right there, throwing once again short of the first down marker. We've seen Tatum struggle tonight throwing downfield, not really seeing too much that he likes. If he can get Stern over the middle on a quick slant, maybe we can get the first down here, but, they've got to go for it on 4th down, no matter what the play.
Tatum, we'll see if they can pick up the first down at the 41-yard line. 3rd and 2, and it's a short 3rd and 2, nearly a 3rd and 1 here. Got to find a way to pick it up. They haven't had a running game as of late. Tatum going to find James over the middle, and it will be a first down for the Jets.
Yeah, great job just sending a guy over the middle, getting past the coverage, and does a great job picking up the first down. Exactly what the Jets needed to do. Let's keep this drive alive. Let's keep this drive going.
And now the Jets inching closer to the end zone. They've got to find a way to score quickly. The question is, if you score a touchdown, do you try to go for 2 now, or do you wait till the 2nd touchdown?
Yeah, that's the question the coach is going to have to ask himself, but I think right now he's just focused on getting into the end zone.
Tatum in the shotgun set. He's going to take a step back after the snap. Finds Riggins out of the backfield, who's really been quiet tonight, but he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and we see that speed on display right there. That's exactly what we need to see. Get Riggins involved with this passing game a little bit more. I mean, I understand not getting him involved in the run game. This Cowboys defense is ferocious. It's just terrifying defense. But maybe these quick little in and out routes, just something for him.
Tatum at the 22-yard line as he is leading the Jets down the field. 1st and 10, just about 6 minutes now left in this game as Tatum going to come out in the 5 wide with trips set to his right. He's going to take the shotgun snap, takes a look to his right, finds, I believe that was Collins over on the sideline. Not sure, it was completed for 4 yards.
Yeah, looks like he's starting to find that out-of-bounds marker a little bit more. Maybe he can have success with it. I mean, I know the clock is winding down. Less than 6 minutes. Clock is still running.
As Tatum now in the shotgun with Riggins set to his right. Bunch look for the receivers. Tatum going to drop back. Plenty of time in the backfield. Takes a shot, and this one picked off by the Cowboys.
For Odinson. Just a fantastic job right there. Now leading the league. Had 3 interceptions, leading by 1, now leading by 2. His 4th INT of the season, and it couldn't have come in a bigger spot for this Cowboy defense.
And Odinson, really a great spot to pick that one off in the end zone and stop a potential comeback from the Jets. 5:27 remaining. The Jets can't give up here yet, though. They still got 3 timeouts and plenty of time to work with. It's going to be a keeper by Siege this time. Looked like it was going to be a handoff, but he will pick up the first down and picks up about 14 on the run.
Yeah, just a heart in the dagger of all the Jets fans watching it at home there, as the Cowboys can just do exactly what they like to do now. Do not have to get Siege going through the air. Even on 4th down, you can run the clock some more. Just keep this clock running. Get Siege and Lund and Croft out there and just run this clock.
Cowboys up by 15 as the clock continues to roll. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. As Siege set at the 34-yard line here on this 1st and 10 play. As they're going to let the clock wind all the way down to about 4:40 before they snap this ball. Comes out with 2 running backs in the shotgun set. It's going to be a handoff to Loon, who's going to have a lane there to run for just about 12 yards. And now, Loon over 200 yards on the night.
I mean, just adding to that total. I mean, I do not think any running back in the league is going to come close to touching him this season as far as yardage. Going to set records. I mean, obviously this season, our inaugural season here, going to have the record, and I don't know who's going to be able to top it by the end of the season.
Now, with just over 4 minutes remaining, Cowboys burning all the clock off, as much clock off as they can. It's going to be another handoff to Loon, who's going to find a lane once again, picks up another 10 yards as they're going to make it 2nd and inches. Didn't say he crossed that first down line.
And honestly, the crazy thing is Lund is getting not only huge running lanes, but it seems like he's only going to he keeps having just 1 or 2 people to beat. And if he gets, a nice, some good footing when he has those plays, he might be able to break free and score another touchdown.
It's going to be another handoff to Loon, and this time he is going to pick up the first down as the Cowboys content with running the ball, keeping the clock rolling, and the Jets watching their chances slip away.
Yeah, Wyatt King does a great job. The trade, the recent addition, from Seattle does a great job stopping, Loon before he does any more damage here tonight with less than about 3 minutes to go in this game.
So setting up at the 43-yard line now for the Cowboys as they look to keep moving down the field. It's going to be Loon in the backfield. It's going to be Croft, actually, as they're going to hand it off to him, and he's going to break a big one. Something we haven't seen a lot of tonight, as he's going to pick up a first down and more, give him 14 on the night.
Yeah, and honestly, it looks like this Jets defense is just completely worn out. They see the writing on the wall, and Croft even finding big running lanes here tonight for this Cowboys offense.
Now, clock continuing to roll once again. Siege having a great drive here. More importantly, he's letting his running backs take care of what they need to do to put this one away. And we will now go to the 2-minute warning. Now, do the Jets start to use timeouts here, or do they just say, you've got us, and let's get out of here?
Honestly, I think they're probably just going to let this one run. Not only is it a 2-score game, but in one of those scores, you'd have to go for 2. It just seems more and more likely that they're just going to kind of let the clock run.
Siege going to come out in the one-back set with Lund behind him. He's going to send Campbell in motion into the backfield. Lund's going to get the handoff, and he's going to drive forward. Gets to about the 2nd and 2 mark, picks up 8. And the Jets now are going to burn their first timeout of the night as the Cowboys looking to continue to let the clock roll. The Jets not letting this one go, as they say they're going to continue to fight and hope for a turnover here late in the game. And a turnover would be big for them, especially if it was a big turnover that led to points immediately. But for Valiant Siege, we'll see if he can continue this drive, pick up the first down, and essentially a first down ends it for the Jets.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what they do here. I mean, I've got to think they go back to the run game, but, no matter what happens, the Jets can't feel too bad going forward. They had to play one of the toughest teams in the league. They only lost by 5 last week to Chicago here.
He's going to run the speed option. Couldn't quite get the first down, and the Jets are going to burn their second timeout of the night.
But yeah, like I was starting to say, it's just these trades that the Jets have made have really set them up for the future. They've traded away their own first-round pick this next season for, multiple picks. After all the trades were said and done, they have the first-round pick of New Orleans and the first-round pick of Pittsburgh this upcoming draft. That is going to be the 3rd overall and the 8th overall pick instead of their 13th pick that they originally had. So they have 2 top 10 picks next season and 8 picks total to kind of add some offense, add some wide receivers, some help for Ray Tatum. And I got to tell you, this upcoming draft class is as stacked as they come.
And this 3rd and 1 play will be with Siege in the shotgun set. Got to hand it off to Loon, and he's going to pick up the first down and more. And that one hurts for the Jets. But, folks, after this game tonight, be sure to go tune into the Packers-Giants game, which you see in the bottom left of your screen. Great action going on down there right now as it is tied up 0-0 in the first quarter. But right now, the Cowboys setting themselves apart from the Jets, saying, we've got this. It's pretty much game over. They just need to pick up maybe one more first down, and this is it.
Yeah, and honestly, Croft or Lund, both of them have done a fantastic job so far tonight when they've been called upon. Maybe we'll see Croft here in the red zone one more time. Maybe we'll see Lund punch in another one and just keep adding to this yardage total. Either way, we know the Cowboys are going to come away with the W here tonight.
Bailey Siege is going to come out in the I form. He's going to hand it off to Lund. He's going to run up the middle, get stopped after a few yards. And we see here just what's been impressive about the Cowboys here tonight. 3 trips to the red zone, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they are not an offense that is content to settle on field goals. They want to get into the end zone, and when they get near, when they can smell the end zone, they do not let up until they are in it.
Into the one back set with Lund in the backfield. They're going to let the clock roll here, and they're going to use as much of that play clock as they can. As 2nd and 5. They send Campbell in motion late. It's going to be a handoff this time to Lund, who's going to run off the right side. Doesn't get a lot, but more importantly, the clock continues to roll as we go under 1 minute.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 here. Maybe one more running play and probably just bring out the field goal unit, or just let the clock run out after this next play. This is going to be Lund's last chance, most likely, to punch it into the end zone. Unless they've sent in Croft, we'll see exactly what the Cowboys do here.
And it looks like they're calling off the dogs, coming out in the victory formation for the Cowboys. One more knee down, and they can walk out of here with the win. And they're going to let as much time roll off the clock. And it will be Siege down to a knee. What a game by the Cowboys here tonight, and they have really shown what they can do, not only on offense, but on defense as well, as I don't imagine they'll actually kick this one. Interesting to see them send out their field goal team. And there is the whistle. So with that, the Cowboys walk out of here with a win, 35-20 over the New York Jets.
Yeah, and a great job, honestly. Cowboys fired on all cylinders, both sides of the ball, every which way you can. The Jets have a lot of pieces to build from. The defense looking solid. Got to figure out that offense going forward, though, if they want to have success in the league.
And what an impressive night by Lund, who comes away with 27 carries, 238 yards, had a big 56-yard touchdown run. And with that, I'd like to thank our executive producer, Mike Peters, my broadcast partner, Rick Jordan, for tonight's action. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Stephen Parks, and you've been watching the PX1 Sports Pro League on YouTube. You can make sure to go over and catch the Packers-Giants game, which is live right now. Great game going on over there.